Hey guys, what's up? It's Parvor. Welcome back, bringing you another Overwatch video on Lijiang Tower. And as you can see, I am queued up with Devontos and Alero. And in today's video, I actually wanted to talk about Moira from PHARAH'S point of view. Now, a while back, when Orisa came out, I did that kind of video. I did, Orisa from PHARAH'S point of view. And is Orisa a counter to PHARAH and all that stuff? So now that Moira is out, I actually wanted to do a video on that as well. Now, as you saw me spinning around there in places because my controller is actually starting to act up again, so yeah, I'm kind of having little turning issues yet again with my PS4 controller, so problem, but hopefully I can get that fixed eventually. But putting that aside, wanted to talk about Moira in today's video. And we're going to start off with the first question: is Moira a hard counter to PHARAH? The answer is no. Okay, PHARAH can actually counter Moira if done correctly. Now, Moira is the only support that can actually, or should I say, has a good getaway escape. Because, support heroes like Mercy and Zenyatta, once they start getting attacked, forget it, they're pretty much dead. They really have no escape plan. Now Moira, she has that fade ability, and she can fade and change position. I think like a 15-meter movement position, depending on obviously on where you're moving her to, is like a good 15-meter escape. And what's special about her fade is that the only other person who can turn invisible in this game currently is Sombra. But if you catch Sombra in her animation of her cloaking, you obviously Sombra gets like a white outline, and then she like slowly fades invisible, so you can actually see where she's running to when she's turning invisible. Moira just completely disappears on the spot, so you actually can lose track of Moira. So Moira can get away from PHARAH, and obviously as a PHARAH player, you may wind up losing her. And so that's one good thing for Moira. Now in regards to her damage beam, okay, while PHARAH is airborne, yeah, it can actually still lock onto you and drain your life. I believe it's a 20-meter range while you're airborne. So the only thing I can suggest as a PHARAH player is, if you happen to see Moira lock her damage beam onto you, just use your concussive blast and either push yourself away, or obviously push her away. Or if it so happens you see that she's close to the ground, or not close to the ground, close to an edge of a map, hey, you have a good chance to boop her off the map right there. And obviously her fade ability can't help her return back to the map. So, but out of all the things that Moira can do, okay, I do want to mention her damage orb balls, but I'll discuss that in a moment. In regards to her ultimate coalescence, I've already been through this a few times. It can go either way. Either PHARAH'S Barrage versus what's her name, Moira's coalescence ultimate. Now, if you're a PHARAH player and you have a habit of doing your ultimate from very high in the air, okay, Moira will outright beat you. You will lose, okay, because obviously your ultimate has travel time. All those rockets still have to connect, and even though yes, 3,600 damage in total, because the rockets have to travel, her ultimate, I believe, is a hit scan. Zarya's beam is a hit scan, if I'm correct. Her coalescence ultimate is not a fully charged Zarya beam. When Zarya's charge beam is at 100%, it eats through health like nothing. Okay, Moira's coalescence attack is Zarya's beam when it's charged at about 70 to 80% more or less. So your health drains out slow, but it's not gonna drain out as fast as when Zarya's at full power. Just think about it like that. Now, PHARAH can beat coalescence Okay, if you both pop your ultimates on each other, the only way you're gonna win as Pharah is if you do your ultimate when you're pretty low to the ground. Okay, that way your ultimate basically becomes a hit scan, and the rockets are like just connecting instantly, and you drain her health out a lot faster than how she'll drain your health. You're going to lose some health obviously because she's hitting you with her coalescence, but because you're close to the ground and you do to your ultimate, it's pretty much going to be like an instant death for her. So my suggestion as a Pharah player is if you're going to use your ultimate on Moira and she's using her ultimate on you, do your ultimate low to the ground. You're more than likely going to survive that way. Now, I wanted to talk about her healing and her healing orbs. Now, you really cannot rely on Moira's healing orbs, okay, to heal you if you're constantly in the air moving around, because they're going to be bouncing all over the place. If they happen to get near you for a bit, okay, yeah, they'll slow down and give you a little bit of health, but you really cannot rely on a full health from the orbs. Now, the only thing that I don't like about Moira as a Pharah player is that when I need healing, and let's say Moira's the only healer on her team, if I'm out in the battlefield, doing damage to the enemies, Moira's usually tend to stay in the middle of the battle, because they don't want to be up in the front and obviously die, because they still have to heal the team. They'll stay kind of in the middle, somewhat towards the back, obviously so that they have the protection of the team still. Maybe they'll pop into the front for a little bit if they have to drain out some health to fill up their health meter. But what I don't like is that I have to backtrack to her so that she can heal me, or I just can't rely on her at all and I'll just have to go grab a health pack. That's the only drawback that I don't like as having a Moira on my team as a Pharah player. Yeah, she's going to benefit the other teammates because they're right there on the ground with her, but as a Pharah player, she really doesn't benefit me as a healer. Now, what I wanted to really talk about that as a Pharah player you really need to watch out for from Moira is her damage orbs from an enemy Moira. Anyway, check out that air shot right there. Caught Reaper right before he landed. But this video shows it right here. I'm in the middle of a fight in that room. Later on you're gonna see it. I don't know exactly when. Now I'm already focusing on the team fight, who I'm dealing damage to, and because Moira's orbs bounce over the walls and stuff and they drain out health, because I was focused on the team fight, I did see the damage ball, but obviously because I was focusing on someone, I didn't really have time to react to it, and my health was already pretty low and it just drained out the rest of my health and killed me. So Moira's damage orbs are pretty much more of a hard counter to Pharah than Moira herself, because those things pretty much go all over the place. And sometimes as a Pharah player you really can't be focusing on all that stuff. You're really trying to help the team dealing damage, and the next thing you know you're losing health here and there because you're taking damage and dealing damage, and then these random damage orbs are just bouncing all over the place, and then they suck out your health and you die. So you're gonna see it pretty soon. I think I was battling a Lucio or duking it out with Lucio. Yeah, right there, see, I did my ultimate, took out Lucio and Reaper. I saw it, but because I couldn't react to it in time, it drained out my health and killed me. But luckily we had a Mercy on our team who managed to pull off the revive. So that's pretty much the only thing you really have to worry about if you play Pharah and you're kind of worried about Moira. Her damage orbs is really going to be the main problem because they bounce all over the place. But that's pretty much about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe. I appreciate all the support, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye.
Play of the game.